Hey there, Aquarius. Thank you for tuning in and welcome to your tarot card reading for October 2023. In honor of October's new moon eclipse on the 14th and the full moon eclipse on the 28th. This reading explores themes of light and shadow. Once I lay out all the cards, I'll identify their positions, go through the meanings, and do clarifications. I'll pull a couple of archetype cards to see how the double eclipse may test you this month. And at the end of the reading, I will pull additional cards for some messages on guidance. So there's one. Take with you whatever messages resonate and leave behind for others whatever does not. So first, we see what needs your attention. We have here the Queen of Swords. Second, we discover what's hidden by shadow, King of Swords. Third, we see how this can be illuminated by light. We have Six of Pentacles. Fourth, we reveal the truth for you to embrace. We have the Justice card. Fifth, we identify where to carefully navigate. We have the Strength card. And finally, we explore your best path forward. We have here the Tower. So you've got three major arcana cards here. And at the bottom of the deck, the influencing energy for this reading, we have Judgment. So a sense of honest reflection and kind of like a moment of truth. With this Tower card here as your best path forward, it seems like there might be some kind of blow up that occurs, some kind of previous beliefs or structure, habits. There's an opportunity for that to kind of like break away, and with this Judgment, like honestly reflect at what built up those unstable like structures and barriers in the first place. With the Queen of Swords here, what needs your attention, there's some kind of wisdom, honesty, truth here. And what's hidden by shadow with the King of Swords, it could be also like an opposing truth or I want to say like a decision that was maybe made or needs to be made. And in terms of what is here, how this can kind of be illuminated by shadow and the Six of Pentacles, it may need to be like maybe either a mediator or someone who is kind of there to help dole out, like not dole out, but kind of assess where certain points of view are kind of coming from, maybe even see how those points of view, if you kind of can blend them together, can be beneficial for more people or be more applicable to other situations. The truth for you to embrace with this Justice card, it's just another way of saying like balance, harmony. Sixes are about balance and harmony. King of Swords, Queen of Swords, those are air elements. This Justice card is the major arcana card for the sign of Libra, which is where those double eclipses take place. So where to carefully navigate with the Strength card, it might be kind of like needing to be honest about maybe how you're approaching a situation, like accepting aspects of yourself or accepting aspects of the situation, perhaps needing to be more accepting of some aspect of yourself or a way of maybe massaging the issue as opposed to kind of like brute force or just kind of going in there with swords raised and ready for a fight, but kind of just like trying to find a sense of a balance and maybe courage to do something possibly different, or courage to allow this Tower situation to take place. Perhaps with this Queen of Swords and Queen of Swords and King of Swords, there has been a Tower situation that is looming, like some type of potential blow up that needs to occur but hasn't occurred, or that perhaps looking at something from a different perspective, you'll be better prepared for when this Tower occurs. And this Tower could be anything from an argument to like what's it called, to like losing a job, losing what's it say, losing a friend or a relationship. But it also could just be very minor, considering this is like occurring within the month. So here, I'm going to take a look at how the double eclipses might test you this month. You have Wounded Child and Divine Child. Okay, so the light attributes of the Wounded Child awakens compassion and desires to serve other wounded children, opens the learning path of forgiveness. Shadow attributes blames all dysfunctional relationships on childhood wounds, resists moving on through forgiveness. Divine Child light attributes innocence, purity, and redemption, suggests a special connection with the divine. Shadow attribute an inability to defend oneself against negative forces. So in terms of like how you might be tested with the light and shadow attributes of these cards, it could be that things that you learned about protecting yourself, standing up for yourself, standing up for others, might go beyond protection and go into like holding grudges. Like maybe this judgment is about releasing something from the past, like releasing some, like forgiving and releasing some baggage. And even this Strength card might be like forgiving yourself for, contributing to a situation. But let's do some clarification. It's almost a sense of like, whatever these beliefs are, it could be in terms of like coming from a place of trying to protect, but also trying to making sure you're not just allowing someone to take full control when it's not beneficial for others. And that could be that Six of Pentacles, like where it kind of benefits other people. So let's take a look at the Queen of Swords in what needs your attention. You have the Ten of Swords. So this does kind of seem like how you or someone else is approaching a problem, approaching a belief about something, trying to solve something, trying to communicate something. It's almost as if that is going to reach a dead end. It's going to cause possibly this Tower moment, if that is the way, things keep going. It's almost a sense of like maybe someone trying to protect themselves, someone trying to like assert a certain rule or a certain belief or a path forward, certain action, is really going to lead to their own demise, going to cause them to kind of, their downfall, possibly this Tower moment. So let's see what's hidden by shadow, this King of Swords. Perhaps this isn't another person. It's you. I mean, like basically that air energy of Aquarius. It could be like making sure that you're not using like going to the ultra cold-hearted, brutal side of that air energy and like almost willing to use excessive force or excessive control, not willing to like walk away from a lose-lose situation to deal with something, and where you really almost need to keep the peace. You almost, this energy is almost like making sure there's, peace and harmony going on here. So let's see about this King of Swords. We have the Temperance card, and that is another card of peace, healing, being a mediator. So it could be that there is a need to really kind of temper your beliefs, kind of join forces with someone else, really see things from both sides and kind of negotiate something, because otherwise it's just going to be a messy downfall. So how this situation can be illuminated by light with the Six of Pentacles, I would say, make sure that everyone is being accounted for, even the kid who shows up to get candy on Halloween without wearing a costume. Like, just even take everyone into account, regardless if you feel they're worthy of getting something beneficial out of it or not. So let's take a look at the Six of Pentacles. We have here the Three of Wands. It's almost really like there's no reason to kind of fall on your sword for a disagreement or a way to see things through this situation, because either the people involved might be people that you might need to interact with in the future. They might be in a position to help you out in the future. They might be, people that kind of, it's almost like the way I see it is like, you never know when the reasons why you meet someone or why they come into your life, or you never exactly know where they're going to pop up again in terms of importance going forward. So the truth for you to embrace with this Justice card, it's almost like, again, with that Temperance card of like, make sure you're trying to do things fairly, keep the peace. Doesn't mean to like be dishonest. Definitely there's honesty involved there, but the way you go about it, the way you kind of either you deal with the extremes of the situation really matters. You have the Five of Swords here, and that's that card of like winning at all costs, not knowing when to walk away from a situation. So there's going to be some kind of fight, argument, dispute, something where it's like you're going to have to know how to move forward with this. And it seems like keeping the peace, accepting, what's happened in the past. Even with this Strength card, where to carefully navigate. This is almost like the Judgment card. Like, what is it that you maybe are not necessarily like your shadow side? Where is it that you kind of have been ignoring some, or not ignoring, but downplaying, or kind of hiding certain aspects of yourself? Maybe there's certain times where you get angry, or you kind of get controlling or demanding, and kind of just a certain, like, accepting that and really accept how you are, and accept that you can see things from different people's perspectives. You can take other people into consideration. You can, the phrase I like to use is be open to the opportunity or the possibility of being wrong. And so here we have the King of Pentacles. So it could be that there is a certain stubbornness, certain set in, kind of someone set in their ways a little bit. Maybe this has to do with someone in power, how you deal with power. Maybe this has to do with a discussion regarding someone in power and how to kind of navigate that. But your best path forward, we have here the Tower. So that is kind of, it's like you're preparing for a jarring situation. So let's see what we have here. We have here the Emperor. So King of Pentacles, the Emperor here, there is either some kind of bubble going to be burst with this Emperor, someone in charge, the way that something has been going, like the structure of something. It could be that you're not losing a job. It could be someone else is losing a job, or someone in power is going to be taken down. This could be a relationship that you're in. If this is your relationship, I would say with the Ten of Swords here, the Five of Swords, the Emperor, the Tower, Strength, Judgment, it could get heated. So I would say make sure that if this is your situation, talk to someone that you trust, bounce some ideas off of them, see if there is a place where this discussion, or a manner in which this discussion can go down where you feel safe, protected. But it seems like there's a need for a peaceful approach to whatever this is. So I'm going to close off with some cards to give you messages on aligning with the best version of yourself. Why can't I? Okay, Ancestor, the love and legacy of our DNA. I think this is interesting because you've got these wounded child divine cards. So this kind of indicates like the things about your past, the things you inherited from your parents, your grandparents. This might be like either will help you to understand your position, maybe where you're coming from, or how the other person involved is kind of coming to their position. But it's almost either it'll help you kind of figure out how things might go with this discussion, or it might be an opportunity to kind of, maybe the person that you talk to about the best way to keep the peace, the best way to kind of keep fairness and objectivity and kind of prepare for this downfall, and like reflecting honestly on your past. It could be like someone that you trust, like a family member. And then you have Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. So definitely it's not saying don't say your truth. Your truth is important. The truth in communicating honestly is important. And this is going to be like a real like opportunity for a rebirth, to really kind of let go of some baggage that someone's been kind of carrying around for a while. So Aquarius, I hope this reading provides a helpful perspective of your month. We'll see you next time. Take care.